Welcome, everyone, to the 2001 SBI Offshore World Championships, coming to you from beautiful Key West, Florida. Hi, this is Vince Lipari on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame video production crew. Some 40 boats entered in these World Championships here in Key West in Superclass, Open, Factory 1 and Factory 2, and Stock. And, of course, 4 races scheduled in these Offshore World Championships. The teams with the highest combined totals for both of their races will be crowned your world champions. Now, we've already had 2 races, races 1 and 2. Of course, we're doing race number 3 today. In race number 1, we had, first off, Barracuda in Stock getting the checkered flag, coming up in first place, followed by Bodyguard and Miccosukee Indian Gaming in third place. In Factory 2, Inventus Fountain, then Fountain GMC. By the way, Fountain GMC was penalized because of a jump start. It had been in first, but moved down to second. And Yas International came in third place in Factory 2. In Factory 1, it was Pantera, followed by Typhoon. And those are your winners in race number 1. In race number 2, in Supercat, Big Thunder getting the checkered flag. In the Superboat, it was Bandit, Firewater in Super V, and Zip Express in the Supercat Limited. Of course, today, race number 3, the same boats that ran in race 1, but of course, after today's race, we will know your world champions in these respective classes. Now, the first race of these Offshore World Championships here at SBI replaced the last national race of SBI in Atlantis, which had been canceled because of the World Trade Center attack. We have one other boat in Stock class in race number 3 today, Pour It On, which couldn't make it for race number 1 because of Hurricane Michelle in the Bahamas, could not get out of the Bahamas. Pour It On, an additional boat in Stock class. Now, lots of activities here this week, in addition, of course, to the racing. Kicking off the activities is, of course, a boat parade down Key West Duval Street, followed by the traditional race party. And this week's great racing, though, will conclude with the induction of racing legends into the Superboat International Legends Hall of Fame. Names like Al Copeland, Reggie Fountain, Tom Gentry, and Bobby Moore, and a number of others. Now, the race village is located at the Truman Annex in Key West, which also houses the dry pits, the wet pits, the hot pits, the launching sites. Just a great, great facility. Now, these World Championships here in Key West is the highlight of the SBI racing season, featuring the most accomplished drivers from the U.S., France, Italy, Trinidad, Bermuda, Japan, Argentina, and Canada. Now, the competitors for race number 3, first off in Stock, we've got Pour It On, as we just mentioned before, Gator Ford, AMT, DV Catamarans, Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Bodyguard, and Bermuda Barracuda. In Factory 2, it's Inventus Fountain, Bang Cafe Wild Child, Outlaw, Yachts International, and Fountain GMC. And in Factory 1, it's Pantera and Typhoon. And those are your competitors for race number 3 today. Now, Freeze Frame Video Productions has some 20 onboard cameras for you in these World Championships. For in this morning's race, we've got cameras on board Inventus, also Pour It On, Just Truckin', and Barracuda. The rest of the onboards will be in this afternoon's race. As we said, we have some 40 competitors in all in these championships here in Key West. A beautiful day in Key West here today. There's Pier 57 going for a practice run. Pier 57. Key West, the southernmost city in the continental United States. And of course, place for beautiful sunsets. And very shortly, we will be airborne to bring you race number 3 here at the 2001 SBI Offshore World Championships, coming to you from beautiful Key West. All right, as you can see now, we are airborne. Just a beautiful day here in Key West. Spectators getting ready there. A great vantage point for the race. There you see the stands. Fairly calm waters today. We're going to go with Factory 1 and 2 and Stock, race number 3. course, we'll know the world champions in these classes after this particular race. Boats in the milling area, as you can see. Barracuda, Pour It On, Gator Ford, AMT, Deep V Catamarans, Miccosukee, Factory 2 boats, Fountain, Bang, Cafe, Wild Child, Yachts International, Pantera, Typhoon, highly competitive classes. We are just waiting now to get out of the milling area, as some boats have already started to do and follow the pace boat. We're going to go with the stock start. Bermuda, Barracuda, Pour It On, Gator Ford, AMT, Deep V Catamarans, Miccosukee, and Bodyguard. We're going to go with the stock start. Boats already picking up speed, spreading out, looking for the green from the pace boat. And we've got a green flag now in race number 3 here, these 2001 Offshore World Championships SBI. All right, there's Bodyguard on the outside, Miccosukee and Barracuda on the inside. Barracuda 30-foot Spectra. Chris Marshall and Dennis Berry on board. Mercury powered. 2.5 EFIs. Bodyguard and Miccosukee right there in the middle. Miccosukee, a 30-foot AMT. Bodyguard on the outside, a 30-foot Skater. Everyone off to a great start. Barracuda on the inside. Deep V Catamarans and Pour It On the far outside. Barracuda on the inside. Barracuda 30-foot Spectre. Mercury powered, Chris Marshall the driver, Dennis Berry the throttle man. Chris from Hamilton, Bermuda, Dennis from Morrow, Illinois. Chris, the owner of this 30-foot Spectre, took a first place the other day in its first race. There's Deep V Catamarans on the outside. Bodyguard a little bit up ahead. Miccosukee in the middle. Let's go on board now. Barracuda.
Must be. Go.
Special thanks to Days Inn for the accommodations. Chris Marshall at the wheel, Dennis Berry on throttle. Took a checkered flag the other day.
Deep V's ahead of us on the right. I see. Getting Gary's wash? No, stay where you're at. Okay, turn. Whoa, Chris. Turn. Uh-oh. Well, we're done. That's all it took, bud. What's happened? We killed the motor. Okay, she's going. We're still there. Come on. Yeah, I know, but Chris, we're done. I'm telling you, we cannot catch up now. Seriously. Not after something like that.
All right, some problems there on board Barracuda. We'll go back to them in a bit, but first off, let's go on Pour It On here at the start. Pour It On racing with John McSweeney and Marianne McSweeney. Here from Nassau, Bahamas. 30-foot Spectra, powered by 2.5 EFIs. At the start. This boat is maintained by Diamond Marine out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Marianne and John McSweeney. Powered by 2.5 EFIs. As we said, Pour It On did not make it for race number 1. They could not get out of the Bahamas because of Hurricane Michelle. All right, back to our helicopter shot. Barracuda, DP catamarans on the outside, and Bodyguard up front there on the far outside. Barracuda going around the turn. They're crossing the wake of a couple of boats. Barracuda having some engine problems. They're still in the race at this point. More boats coming up. There's DP catamarans, and pour it on. Gator Ford there downfield. Gator Ford as well. DP catamarans, and pour it on. There's pour it on. Looking to the leaders, Bodyguard and Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Bodyguard on the outside, Miccosukee on the inside. Bodyguard, a 30-foot skater, powered by two 2.5 EFIs, and there's Miccosukee. Miccosukee, a 30-foot AMT. Brett Frischman and Gary Ballou. Took a third place the other day. Mercury powered, Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Brett from North Miami, Gary from Boca Raton. Now, besides this one, there are two other AMTs in the race, S77 and Supreme Marine. Of course, AMTs built right here in Florida. Miccosukee in first place right now in stock. Took a third the other day. Heading into Mallory Square, Miccosukee, Brett Frischman, and Gary Ballou. Race number 3 here at the SBI Worlds. One more to go this afternoon. Round the buoy. In first place, Miccosukee, your early leader here in race number 3. Stock, Factory 1 and Factory 2. Fairly calm waters here in Key West. All right, there's Bodyguard in second place. Bodyguard, a 30-foot skater. Mark House and Jeff Bindo on board, driver and throttle man. Mercury powered, also two 2.5 EFIs. Bodyguard took a second place the other day. They've got a good shot here at the World Championship. Now, sponsors include Outlaw Motorsports, which is an auto and trucks accessory store in Virginia. Mark House is the owner-operator. Also, special thanks to Best Western Key Ambassador Hotel in Key West, Florida. Special thanks to manager Armida Averett, and also a special thanks to Diamond Marine. Bodyguard S69 in second place right now in stock. And up ahead is Miccosukee Indian Gaming, your leader in S. Hanging a bag in there, Bodyguard, Mark House and Jeff Bindo. Mark from Milton, Virginia, Jeff from Flagstaff, New Hampshire. Akatsuki and Bodyguard here in a battle in stock as they go around the turn. Battle for a world championship. In Vence's Fountain there in Factory 2 class, really cranking around this course. Mercury powered Roger Osley is the driver. David Knight is the throttle man. Took a first place the other day in Factory 2, and if it continues on this way, it will be your 2001 SBI World Champion. Special thanks to primary sponsor Inventus Controls. Inventus is the world's leader in energy solutions, products, and services. With global distribution, Inventus makes building intelligent with a range of products, including power generation, gas, water, electric meters, UPS, IT networks, building controls, also facilities integration, automation, and energy management services. Special thanks to you to the President for support the 2001 racing season. Also special thanks to Reggie Fountain and team at Fountain Powerboats for building the safest and fastest best animal boats in the world. Special thanks to other sponsors including Trim Parts, Umbrella, Soft Seal, and Carolina Performance Marine. In first place in Factory 2 in Vence's Fountain, going around the turn. Following up its checkered flag the other day, could get a world championship. Let's go on board with Roger Osley and David Knight.
Watch his outboard now. All right, back off. Come on, throttle down, let's go. That wasn't a bad turn. No. That cat boat almost lost it. Yeah, I saw it. Damn. A little bumpy out here. Back off a little. Give me a little. Give me a little. Whoa. Okay, go. Kick your drives up.
All right, back to our helicopter shot in Vence's Fountain. Roger Osley and David Knight in first place in Factory 2. David Knight, the owner of Vence's Fountain. They're from North Carolina. In first place, in Vince's Fountain. All right, let's go. Yachts International F21 is a 36-foot cigarette powered by two 500-horsepower Mercury inboards. Sergei Allegre is the driver. He's from Gulf 1, France, and throttleman is Michel Carcetti from Caen, France. Your national champion in Factory 2 class. Special thanks to Phil Lipschitz from Lipschitz Performance. Other competitors in Factory 2, we've got Fountain GMC, Bang Cafe Wildchild. In Vince's Fountain and Outlaw. Currently in second place right now, Yachts International in second place in Factory 2. Sergei Allegre, he's the driver. He's doing a great job. Michael Carcetti, the throttleman. For Yachts International, they've got a second place right now in Factory 2, going around the turn in Mallory Square. Yachts International took a third place the other day. Currently in second. Great battle there in stock and Factory 2. There's Barracuda, Bermuda Barracuda, back on track after a slight delay. Barracuda with Chris Marshall and Dennis Ferry, driver and throttle man. They seem to have an engine problem before, but they are back. Mercury powered 2.5 EFIs. Took a first place the other day, Barracuda in stock class. Race number 3 of 4. One more to go this afternoon. At the end of this race, we'll know the world champions in these respective classes. Teams with the highest combined total for both of their races will be your world champions. On board Barracuda. Chris Marshall at the wheel. Dennis Berry on throttle.
It's yours, Chris. Okay. Gonna go tight. I gotta go a little to the right. Can I cut across? I want to just say, why? Okay. Well, I don't know. Understand why you wanted to make a change, but go ahead. Because all it did is slow us down. Straighten her out to the left now.
All right, back to our helicopter shot. Barracuda back on track. Pour it on. There is Pour It On. 30-foot Spectre powered by two 2.5 EFIs. Mercury powered. John McSweeney, the driver. Mary Ann McSweeney on throttle. They're from Nassau, Bahamas. Pour It On Racing Team would like to give a special thanks to Diamond Marine, Marty and Joe. Diamond Marine is a Mercury dealer in Fort Lauderdale. All your outboard needs. Diamond Marine. This boat is running excellent. Pour It On, S49. Going by the spectators. Getting a real treat today. It's highly competitive race 3. Around the turn. On board, Pour It On. Freeze frame video. Logo on Pour It On. Top of the pack for Pour It On. Top of the pack, S49, John and Mary Ann McSweeney. Other competitors in stock class: Skater Ford, AMT, DP, Mikazuki, Bodyguard, and Barracuda. Right now we're on board Pour It On. Let's go now with Bank Cafe Wild Child F207. 37-foot outer limits. Mercury power, 500 horsepower Mercury inboards. David Dahl, the driver. Marcus Updale, the throttle man. They're from Connecticut. Sponsors include Bank Cafe and Bar in Greenwich, Westport, and Woodbury, Long Island. Special thanks to Russ Houston and the Planet Man team for their support during the season. The year 2000 SBI Northeast champions, as well as second place in the SBI Worlds last year. And they were your Rookies of the Year SBI in 2000. Bank Cafe Wild Child, 37-foot outer limits. David Dahl at the wheel. Marcus Zavataro, the throttle man, as they head into Mallory Square. David from Coscott, from Connecticut. Marcus from Old Greenwich, Connecticut. Supreme Marine, the other AMT, a 30-footer. Powered by two 2.5 EFIs. Supreme Marine. John David at the driver. He's from Fort Lauderdale. Troy Hannon, he's the throttle man. He's also from Fort Lauderdale. And the owner-operator of Supreme Marine, Inc. in Fort Lauderdale. Home for all your rigging needs, outboards as well as inboards. Other sponsors include Jackson Demolition. Special thanks to Sandy Jackson. And Britain Drilling and Blasting. Mr. Steve Britt, the owner. Top of the pack for Supreme Marine. .30-foot AMT. Pour It On up ahead there. Pour It On. In stock class. Supreme Marine right behind. Nice jump there. Supreme Marine. Forward on, going around the turn. Battle in stock class between Supreme Marine and Cordon. Let's go with Gator Ford S45. Gator Ford, a 32-foot skater. Powered by two 2.5 EFIs. Robert McElhaney's the driver. Lance Vincent, the throttle man. Bob from Lithia, Florida. Lance from Lenoir City, Tennessee. Gator Ford, the sponsor of this 32-foot skater. Bill Alshire, one of the crew members of Gator Ford. Many spectators there, as you can see, watching race number 3 here at the SBI Worlds. Bob McElhaney and Lance Vincent, Gator Ford. Poured on and GMC. GMC on the inside. GMC found, that is. Poured on the outside. GMC, a 35-foot fountain, powered by two 500-horsepower Mercruiser imports. Ben Robertson's the driver. Stephen David, throttle man. And from Jacksonboro, South Carolina, Steve from Lighthouse Point, Florida. They took a second place the other day, and they're screaming around the course today. Fountain GMC, other competition at Factory 2. We got Bank Cafe Wild Child, Outlaw, Yachts International, and Adventus Fountain. Currently third place in Factory 2, Fountain GMC. Ben Robertson and Stephen David doing a fine job. Many spectators there lining the course. Great vantage point for the race. A beautiful day. Water's fairly calm. Another race, the finale this afternoon. Around the turn, Fountain GMC. Your leader in Factory 1, Pantera Racing, 28-foot Pantera. 500 horsepower Mercruiser inboard. Ernie Arias is the driver. Joe Nunez, the throttle man. They're from North Miami, Florida. Pantera Racing. Your leader in F1. Took a checkered flag the other day, so the real good opportunity here to be your world champion in Factory 1. There's an Invency's fountain there on the inside in Factory 2. S77 in stock class on the outside. Invency's in first place in F2. Invency's fountain. Coming up, the other AMT boat, 30-footer. S77 AMT. Mercury Power. Dean Colson is the driver. Alan Christie, the throttle man. Dean from Pompano. Alan from Boca Raton. Nice throttling there by Alan Christie. Alan from Boca Raton, Florida. Nice jump there. S77 in control, no problem. There's Yachts International, a 36-foot cigarette powered by two 500 horsepower Mercury inboards. Sergio Allegri is the driver. Michael Carcetti, the throttle man. In second place in Factory 2. Special thanks to Phil Lipschitz from Lipschitz Performance. Heading into Mallory Square, Yachts International. All France crew in second in Factory 2. They are your 2001 national champions in Factory 2. There's Outlaw F244. Outlaw 37-foot active Thunder on the, and there's Inventus on the inside. Inventus and Outlaw on the outside. Battle here in Factory 2. Inventus and Outlaw. Outlaw, as we said, is an active Thunder. Inventus is a 38-foot Fountain. Roger Osley and David Knight on board, driver and throttle man. 2 500 horsepower Mercury imports. They will be your world champions if they continue the way they are. They are in first place, and they took a first place the other day. Yachts International on the inside. In second place. There's Outlaw on the outside. Outlaw F244, 37-foot active Thunder. Mercury Power, 2 500 horsepower Mercury inboards. Michael Kosel, the driver. Kevin Aram, the throttle man. Kevin Aram, the owner of Outlaw. Outlaw F244. Mike Kosel and Kevin Aram. Race number 3 winding down. One more this afternoon. Many spectators watching race number 3 as Outlaw F244 goes by.
Yeah, he did.
Let's go on board now.
Here he comes. It's a drag race.
Inventus Racing. Roger Osley and David Knight. Let's listen it.
Here he comes. Boat's doing all we can do. Stay with it, Roger. Stay with it. Okay. Just go right for the start finish. Have we got him? Yeah, we got him. We got him. But 91. Just hold it right there. Hold it right there. It's on the inside. Stay on it. It's on the inside. There it is. You got it. 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 You got it.
Little excitement there from the Invensys Fountain Racing team. They are your world champions.
Let's get out of the way here. Let's go in the inside. We'll wave the flag. Let's get there, buddy. Move your foot. Let's get on the inside here. Let's get off the race course. I am. As soon as I get a chance. Anybody around? Congratulations, boys. We got 12 laps. We can count. Keep on. We're on the course. Keep on getting it. All right. Good to go, Roger. Good to go. Let's wait. Let's wait for this. That's the finish, and then we'll. You get the flag. Yeah, I got the flag. Let's put boat here.
And that is it, the end of race number 3, as we just saw Invensys Fountain get a checkered flag in Factory 2. And very shortly, we will give you the winners of race 3 and also crown the world champions in Factory 2, Factory 1, and stock class here in Key West. Finale, of course, this afternoon. That will be race number 4. Just a beautiful day here in Key West, as many spectators got a real treat this morning. Some 40 competitors in all in these World Championships for SBI. Great season it has been. Lots of spectators here. Very popular event. All right, your winners in Factory 2 this morning. Invensys Fountain getting the checkered flag. We just saw that. Yachts International bringing up second place. Fountain GMC in third. Invensys Fountain, your winner in Factory 2. And your world champion in Factory 2, it is Invensys Fountain, followed by Yachts International and Fountain GMC bringing up third. Invensys Fountain, your world champion SBI here in Key West. All right, in stock class, Bodyguard, your winner, followed by Supreme Marine, Inc. and Pour It On. Bodyguard, number 1 in stock class. But your world champion is also Bodyguard, coming up in first place, followed by Barracuda in second, and Supreme Marine in third. Bodyguard, your world champion in stock class, SBI. And in Factory 1, Typhoon in first place, followed by Pantera Racing in second. Typhoon, your winner, so they swap places. Pantera won the first race, Typhoon the second. Who will be your world champion in Factory 1? Well, it is Pantera Racing and Typhoon in second place. Pantera, your world champion, SBI, Factory 1 class. Your 2001 SBI World Champions in Factory 2. We've got Invensys in Factory 1. It's Pantera, and in stock class, Bodyguard. Your 2001 SBI World Champions so far. And those are your final results for this morning. And now this afternoon, we'll have the Super V, Super and Super Cat Light, of course, the Super Series, and we will crown your world champions in those classes as well. So exciting racing in store this afternoon. So race number 3 is history. Great racing, highly competitive racing, but most of all, safe racing. Now, before we go, there are a few people that we would like to thank. First off, the entire staff of the SBI for orchestrating a fun event. Mr. Gary and Nancy Johnson for their fine camera work. Mr. Peter Magnani, our onboard camera installer. And of course, as always, our reliable helicopter pilot, Mr. Russell Kilpatrick. On behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame video production crew, this is Vince Lipari wishing you a fond farewell from Key West. Hoping to see you this afternoon at the next race or at the 2002 SBI National Campaign. Bye, everyone.